Additionally, we believe that this land in question rightfully belongs to us, as it was part of the Republic of Texas before it became a state in the U.S. This one is a little bit, it gets a little bit iffy because all the words and stuff like that, but with this map, it just shows basically, so it shows the Rio Grande River. Well, it don't show the Rio Grande River in this one because the Rio Grande is a little bit further down. But it basically shows like if Texas was, when Texas was a state. So this one was made in 1835. So this was right before the U.S. brought this state into the U.S. So this is when Mexico still had it. But however, we also need to consider the Native American tribes that lived in here. So this basically shows an outline of the Native American tribes that was around back in that time, who resided in the disputed territory. As it was important to respect their rights of work with them to ensure that their land was protected. So we wanted to protect their land. That's why we wanted the Rio Grande River to be the border, because if we did that, we were gonna have, basically gave them power to their land almost. But we wanted to protect it because we knew what Mexico was gonna do to it. But again, if we win this dispute, we plan to incorporate the land into the U.S. and promote settlement and economic development to the region. So when we're talking about bringing the Rio Grande River as our border, we're going to let them tribes stay there. We're going to also bring our technology advantages to them tribes, just so they can get a little bit of economic development going. So they will be better off at living and stuff like that. But in conclusion, I'm going to wrap it up here because I don't want to be too long, but in conclusion, the Rio Grande River should be an international boundary between the U.S. and Mexico. Not only is it historically justified, but it would also provide us with economic advantages to allow the expansion of the U.S. territory. So again, just a little quick overview. The reason why we wanted the the reason why I believe that we need the Rio Grande River as the boundary between the U.S. and Mexico is because it would give us, the Rio Grande goes straight out to the Gulf of Mexico, which will help us get a little bit more economic advantages. So people can bring their ships over, and like we can have a better trading route, if you kind of know what I mean. By going through that. So with our candidates, 80% of the candidates for the U.S. representatives believe that the Rio Grande River should be an international boundary, as we have 20% of American candidates that believe that Mexico is right and we need the Nueces River as an international boundary. But as you can see, as I stated here, there's a lot of support of the Rio Grande River as an international boundary because it will help us economically and it will help the tribes be better off at their land, having more, how do I put this, having more economic value to their land because they can get more trade with the United States. Because at the time Mexico didn't have much economic value to it, and the U.S. did. But I just want to thank you for your time. And again, if we win this dispute, we're going to plan to incorporate Texas into the U.S. and promote settlement and economic development to this region. And that's basically why I support the Rio Grande River being our international boundary between the U.S. and Mexico. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at my email. It's going to be rb25008@georgiasouthern.edu. Or you can reach me by phone number at 706-498-0955. Thank you, and I hope you'll have a great rest of y'all's this evening.